Hi guys, my name is Oladimi Jajibile. I'm an architect, a designer, and a visual storyteller. And you're welcome to my workspace, or should I say, my work table. Now, over the years, I've been very passionate about building spaces. I'm an architect, so I studied architecture. I have this passion for interior design or interior architecture, and it's been a very great experience just building spaces that sort of communicate who I am. A space that is very conducive for my learning, working, and also just having fun or relaxing. And building spaces over the years, I've realized that if you have a really good one, it helps you do things better. It makes your life a whole lot easier. And in this video, I've decided to show you, my current and updated workspace, as simple as it is, and well, to some extent, a few complications. And yeah, so let's get to it. So I'll start with the most important part or the art of my workspace. And for any workspace for that matter, you have to start with the most important part. And for me, that is the M1 MacBook Air 2020. It's actually really great. I've always been a Windows person, but then switching to a Mac just gave this new world. It opened me up to a lot more. And just the fact that I had this machine, literally, even though it's the base model, it does a lot of things. It improved my productivity, battery life is great, and it's just a 13 inches, very small, compact, fits in the bag, and you're good to go. So that was a really good upgrade for me. And just as you've seen in my previous workspaces, it's literally the same setup, the same table, the same monitor. Nothing really changed, although there are a few improvements to the entire space, and I'll be taking you through some of them right now. So that is the machine or the art of this entire workspace. Now let's go to the next one. For this setup, I decided to go for something very simple, straight to the point, without too many complications, and I went with a very simple style, just the laptop facing me directly, and then with a screen just right beside it where I could just switch my necks and just be able to see the other side of the screen. Since I use a 13 inches screen, I needed something a little bit bigger to just be able to complement for whenever I'm editing or just trying to do work that requires more screen estate, and that's the reason why I have the monitor. For the longest time since I got the MacBook Air, I haven't really had to use monitors until I started editing videos again, so that is one of the main plus or main reasons why I have this monitor right here. And then onto the next thing is the chair, which I use. It's a very simple chair. It's just a normal regular swivel chair, and it's just very simple, right? You can see me moving around the place, and it's very comfortable. It's been the same chair I've been using. Okay, I upgraded it recently. The previous one I used to use had this headrest, which was very nice. Although it seems higher and taller, especially when I'm making videos, it doesn't really give me the space to stretch and move around. But with this, I can sit back, recline. There's nothing really stopping my head from moving, which is really great. Next up is one new addition to the space. It's actually an upgrade. It's something most of you have actually seen before, and that is the day bed, which I use. Now this day bed is actually really interesting because it is DIY. I made it myself, and right now with the way it looks, yeah, you can see it. So let me just do something right now. I'll jump on the bed or on the day bed so you can actually see what it looks like. But one of the additions to it now is the backrest, which is just really cool. And that was just for me to actually have enough time to actually recline my back, not just sleeping all the time. It's not all that interesting, but it is good. So I'll see you in a bit. Now moving to the other things that makes this entire workspace special for me, and that is the other accessories that Apple provides, and I use the Magic Keyboard and also the Magic Mouse. they work really well. It's a complete pair. It just makes your whole life entirely easy. Now you might be wondering, Dimeji has always been this guy who talks about Apple and he's like, no iPhone and the rest. But right now, I basically have most of the things in the ecosystem. I'm looking to upgrade as well. This is not to say that Windows isn't great. It's just that for the kind of work I do now, I needed something a lot more faster, and there was a complete sync within all the devices at the same time, which was really, really great. So that's the reason why I actually upgraded. And if you're looking to actually get more productive for yourself, Windows work really well, so don't try to break the bank or go beyond your means. I've used the things I've used for over 3 years without upgrading them, and it was just time for a much needed upgrade. And that's basically it for this workspace. I haven't really said much, but one of the key things you should note is that I've built a couple of workspaces in the past, and from everything I've built, I've learned one single thing, which is do not go beyond what you actually have budgeted. For me, I saved up for a bit, and I also got support from a couple of other persons to just get all this actually in here. And over the years, building different workspaces, I just had to use the things I had access to. So if you're a photographer or if you're a creative and you're trying to just build a workspace for yourself, I actually have a resource that can actually help you get this done. It's a DIY ebook that allows you to have access to the tools I use, the places I got them from if you're in Nigeria, and also links to where you can actually get them easily. And if you are not in Nigeria, you can also get access to a couple of other things like how I decide to what I use in setting up my own spaces, the everyday tools that I feel like every creative needs. For example, this lamp right here, which I've talked about a lot at some point, one of those videos that will be linked up here. This lamp is from Jumia. I use a lot of different things. So if you want to see more about the video, I said more about the video. Rubbish. If you want to see more about the tech I use currently, the only upgrade, as I've said, to my workspace is the laptop or the MacBook Air. And after that, every other thing is the same. I use the same lights, the same mic, the same Dimeji, the same tripod, literally the same thing. Although a different space, I moved to a new apartment. So now this is just a Dex setup. One of those days I'll take you through a proper walkthrough of the entire space, showing you the things that are there. Now, if you notice, I don't really have so many things on my work table, and that's because I have a closet or wardrobe where I store most of them, just to keep the table clean and neat. And that's pretty much it from me. That's my workspace or my setup. Not my workspace. This is just one part of my workspace. So that's my setup in a nutshell. Thank you so much for watching. It's so good making these videos again, and I'm assuring you that more YouTube videos to come from me. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, make sure you subscribe. That's a must. All right, see you soon.